Oh, you got the big screen.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
All right, Grizz.
Fine. Got this. Welcome to the Morning Spike. This is what we do to help you guys with all your fantasy football lineups. We talk about football. It's the end of the preseason. I'm Brian the Grizzly here with Tay Kramer and Mark. This is what's going on, I guess.
Yep. There we go.
I was like, all right. I'll take it.
I was just gonna be like, oh shit, should I go or you go? And you're big. I'm like, oh well, there you go.
Like,
right.
Into that. Oh man, we were having a good conversation backstage, and then next thing you know, I was like, oh man, it's been 15 minutes. Jeez.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we should go live.
Yeah, maybe we go
Maybe
live.
a little bit. Maybe a little bit.
But guys, I mean, this is the end of the preseason. We finally got through. This is great. That means football is here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you believe that? I mean, in less than 10 days. Oh, 10 days?
10 days?
It'll be It'll be the Eve. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be Christmas Eve. I feel like it's December 15th right now, like or 14th. Like it's like, oh man, Christmas Eve is right around the corner. We get to open up our presents and see what we 14th. Get. Oh my gosh!
What day you open presents on the 4th, the 15th?
Because 10 days to Christmas
Eve. Yeah, that makes sense. I was like, what?
I'm just thinking about the presents. You wrapping all the stuff up, thinking about all the things you're going to get. Right. Am I going to get a special surprise as a Bears fan? I'm so hoping for. This would be amazing.
That'd be awesome.
Hey, yeah, give me a little Jones underneath the tree. Can you imagine that? Just unwrapping that. The 3 technique, like what? Oh man, the Cardinals are just giving out everything their presents early to everybody. They're collecting draft picks for their Christmas Eve next year.
Right.
So that's what me and Mark were talking off for us. They have what? 2 first rounds, a second round, 3 third rounds, the 4th, the 5th, 3 fifths, and the 7th next year.
Jeez.
Is that 12?
Yeah, they got a bit.
How many just in the first 3 rounds?
So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the first 3 rounds.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, like 2 in each one.
No, so 2 first, a second, 3 thirds.
Oh, 3 thirds. Okay.
3 thirds.
I was like, what are they doing? Hey, what's up, Mike?
Hey,
Michael.
And then that's part of their wheeling and dealing, getting trades.
For like a 7.
Like the other day, they made like 3 trades in one day, then like 2 more the next.
Mm-hmm.
It was a 7.
It was a 7.
Yep.
For nothing. I was like, they're just giving away like anybody. Yeah. Anybody want them?
I was like, you want to talk about giving away for nothing? I think San Francisco wants that.
Hey, I mean, at least they got a 4th out of it, right?
At least. Didn't they get rid of 3
thirds? Yeah, 3 firsts. Yeah.
Yeah, something stupid. Like they gave us so much.
I felt like my grandfather was turning over his grave because of the Cowboys trading with the San Francisco 49ers. Like, what? No, never, ever. Like, next thing you know, the Bears going to be trading with the Packers? What? Like, what? This doesn't happen.
Right?
Oh, man. That was crazy, though. That Trey Lance trade. How did you guys feel about the Trey Lance trade?
I mean, I think they probably got as much as they were going to get.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. All these people who I saw like online, and then even Braden and I discussed it a little bit, who are like criticizing the 49ers and saying, well, should we look harder at like John Lynch and Shanahan, as maybe they don't know how to deal with, like, they don't know how to draft and stuff. But at the same time, you're like, the starting quarterback is Mr. Irrelevant. So
they're starting quarterbacks.
Clearly they have an eye for talent. So so the Braden and I kind of agreed that maybe like the first couple rounds, they're not the best. That's why this past draft, look out, man, because they had thirds and under. They're probably all
it was great.
Stars. They're probably all going to be superstars. Yeah. All their picks are gonna like blow up. You're gonna be like that.
But you looked at their draft and they were like they were not the end of anyone's draft board. They were always in the middle with no first or second rounds. Mm-hmm. With the 3 third rounders, and all of a sudden the Niners are gonna be great.
Yep, see, like it is Braden right now. Niners should only draft in the late rounds. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like that about the Commanders too, because we suck at the first.
There's a lot of teams
rounds.
that are good with that.
Our first and second rounders never seem to pan out, but our third rounders are like legit.
Unless they're a defensive lineman.
Oh, that's true. I guess our defensive side of things.
As soon as you get defensive lineman, like, oh.
I'm so excited about. I guess our defense is gonna be good.
I think actually, because we did a dynasty pipeline, we were talking about wins and losses, and I'm talking about the Commanders. I think they get 6 or 7 wins, man. I really do. I know that we had like what 2.5, 3 or something like that. I think I'm doubling that. They look. I mean, 3-0 in the preseason. I feel like they have great wide receivers. They're 2 number ones, definitely. You know, they have another one who's very good. I know they don't have a tight end, but they just go 3 wide all the time. They have 2 running backs, 3 wide.
You say we don't have a tight end, but Howell really had a chemistry with Turner.
It's true. Yeah,
some people were thinking he might be able to.
The problem is you can't block nothing. The problem is you can't block that. You know, if you fix your line perfectly, this might be a much better season.
I don't know if it's you getting in my head or just actually watching like the last couple preseason games, but man, our offensive line is terrible. Now, granted, we haven't played our tackles. I don't think have played all preseason.
I'm great at determining great bad lines. I'm just telling you, I know all about bad lines
from experience as a Bears fan.
Yeah, I've seen years and years, decades of bad lines. That's a bad line.
It's definitely not a great sign when Rivera comes out and says, "Yeah, both guards and center will be playing this last preseason game because of poor performance. They got to get more reps in." I'm like, "Oh God, that's not good. That's not good."
Yeah,
we had like our starting interior linemen were struggling against like second tier guys. So
yes, second and third string guys.
Yeah,
like they were
getting really not great. Yeah, it's not great.
Yes.
Yeah, we gave up 2 horrendous sacks of Sam Howell against the Ravens.
Like I saw one.
And they weren't playing anybody.
I saw one when they called the middle linebacker, right? So the protection was to the right, right? What I think it was Gates. Is that the center? The center Gates was the one called the protection to the right and then blocked left.
What?
And then blocked left, and he went right up the middle. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was like, "What?
You knew it was coming.
Protection. You called the protection.
Well,
you know who the middle linebacker is.
He played for the Giants last, so it's not a glowing recommendation." Yeah, he was. They got my guy. They got the Minnesota center in the draft, and he's their starting center now. And then he was their starting center last year.
They were like, "Yeah, go ahead, go somewhere, anywhere."
Yeah,
just wait for
and then our right guard is converted right tackle.
Yeah, was it Cosme? Was his name?
Yeah, and then I think our left guard, Charles, is a guy we drafted like 3 years ago in like the 4th or 5th round.
And you've been developing them for a long time. And I hate Charles Leno Jr.
I know.
I was waiting for him to pop up.
Well, kind of excited about Andrew Wiley though on the right side.
Yeah,
he just got done winning a Super Bowl, so
can't complain about that. But
that was like our first signing too. Once we got the enemy too. Yep.
Which is brought him. He said, "I need this guy."
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So yeah.
What did Anthony just say? I'm not going to pay you top money, but I want a first round pick for your. Yeah. I can pull it up. So I'm not going to pay you top money, but I want a first round pick for you. That's the owner joke that I learned from Dan Snyder. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. That's exactly what's going on. Yeah. So not going to get anything else, but I'm not going to pay you. But yeah, you definitely first round talent. I just don't believe in you.
That brings up Jonathan's question.
Yep. You bring it up.
So here it is right here. Yep. You guys think any team is willing to give up picks for JT? Well, they got 2 solid offers in.
I heard, the Miami offer was decent.
Yeah, I don't know who the other. Do you ever find out who the other team was? Because I couldn't figure it out.
No,
they rejected a bunch, didn't they? Like
it was. I think it was the Eagles.
There were 6 people who called. There were 6 teams who called, and then 2 formally put in trade offers.
I think the Eagles are the other one, but they haven't rejected the Eagles yet.
But I know the Miami one was rejected, but they were still like in communication, so they were still talking.
I don't understand it. Like, just if you're gonna get rid of him, get rid of him.
Right?
This doesn't make any sense anymore.
Oh,
Wait, why?
Colts released Kenyon Drake 17 minutes ago.
Oh, that's good. All right, I'll take that.
They released him.
Yeah, I guess he got good.
Yeah, Yahoo Sports. That's their name.
All right. Hey, more space for
Release
Evan
Kenyon
Paul, I
Drake.
guess.
They just don't know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah, okay.
I
You
know the
gotta
Bears
think-
did not. The
Or
Bears
they
did
are.
not put an offer in. I'm telling you, they did not put an offer in.
Yeah, I don't think we did either. No, I know the Commanders were floating around for a
Yeah.
lot of people. And I was
Ryan
like,
Poles came on the radio yesterday and said, "No, we're not looking at another running back." He called everybody. We're not looking for a running back.
well, with the Colts, if the Dolphins are at, do you think they're putting one of their running backs in there too? Because they had such a full running back group as it is.
You would
Yeah.
think so.
So you would be like, but if you're the Colts, which one would you want? A-Chain, maybe?
Oh yeah, I want A-Chain. Yeah, if you're going, you need to give me someone.
Mostert's already 31 and can't stay healthy, so I don't think you really want him. And then Wilson's like what, mid-20s, late 20s,
And Wilson also
like
is
27. Yeah, and he can't
not a
stay
great-
healthy either.
yeah.
Although A-Chain's not helping his cause already getting hurt either. But
It's just being in the air. I'm telling you guys, don't understand how hot it is. It's ridiculous.
it's a Valve.
What's up?
Welcome in.
I'm trying to look for
welcome in.
some more news about it like that, but I didn't see really the
And he
Dolphins.
said the amount of great talent drafted after Lance is crazy for the fact he isn't on the team anymore.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, did you see all the people that the Dolphins were able to require in that trade? by
Yeah.
the way?
Yeah,
Waddle, Hill, Chubb, the linebacker. They
Mhm.
used all the picks they got for those players.
And then they used it in another trade. Yeah, in another trade. They just got
Yeah, I
think
four
so, yeah.
starters basically.
Yeah, because they got Tyreek Hill, they got Bradley Chubb. Obviously,
Didn't
they
they-
drafted Waddle.
Waddle. And
So I
they
was
did
like,
something
good
else.
Lord.
I mean that's just the steal of the century. I mean, we thought the Bears with the Panthers was bad. Like now looking back at it, you're like, ooh, damn.
So they
Like,
traded those 3 firsts for a 4th. Good job, 49ers.
oh, and lost on Waddle and Chubb and
Oh yeah, see, they're like us because he goes unless they're drafting defensive line, then they nail those early rounds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
apparently defensive line is a lot easier to score on than quarterback, but I guess that makes sense. So
I still
Caleb
think Miami's
Williams,
gonna be a good team. So yeah.
that's a take, I guess. Caleb Williams already a top 5 QB in the NFL.
No. Caleb
He would-
Williams
What
is
did you
is he
hear
better
about
than
his?
Deshaun Watson? I don't. Yeah, with the fumble and then the 73-yard touchdown he threw yesterday. That's what I saw.
Did you hear about
Those are-
Caleb Williams though?
No, what about it? About him?
He says he hasn't committed to going in the draft this upcoming draft. He said he's contemplating coming back to school.
You know what?
I
With this
think it
NIL
depends.
deals,
I think it
these
depends.
NIL deals are so much money. He could
I
make
think it's that, but I think it also
15
depends
million.
on the teams that are going to be in the running for him. Because now with
Yeah,
these
that makes sense.
NIL deals, you're like, I don't have to just jump to the league. I can kind of force
Wait,
my way to
I
where I want to be.
hey, he could make $15 million next year.
Mm-hmm. I just thought that was interesting.
can you do that though?
What?
Or you said go from the NFL back to college, back to school?
No. So he
No,
can't
he,
do that. But he just
he's
is
in
not.
college this year.
Oh,
And
and
he's
he's
just-
hey,
And
that's why I
he
was
is
like, wait, what?
being pegged as the number 1 overall pick in next year's
Yeah.
draft. But he recently just came out and was like, not so fast. I might come back to school.
He still
Yeah.
has another year of eligibility after this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're gonna see that a lot more. You're gonna see
Yeah.
a full 4 years.
Like, why not? Why go? Why jump if I can make $20 million in college?
Right.
So fake living. Everyone thinks you're a god. Everyone's watching out for you, and you making $20 million a year. You couldn't give me $20,000 when I was in high school. I mean, college. Talking about 20 million?
Yeah.
Nah, you could tell me nothing. We be eating steaks every
Right.
day. Everybody, let's go all around.
So
You buy your own house.
Trey Lance needs to go back to school.
There you go. That's what.
No,
that's why I missed the name. I was like, who? I was like, he's going back. I was like, wait a minute, is that a thing? Because I can see like Tom Brady.
We were talking about
finishes
Caleb
college.
Williams.
It says Caleb Williams is projected to make $2.6 million throughout the NIL this year, which is actually low because what's her name on was it on LSU, the Bayou Barbie, whatever, the basketball player. He's going to make $6 million this year in NIL deals.
$6 million.
$6 million. Why would you go to WNBA when your average salary is $60,000?
Right.
I'll just stay in college forever, like as long as I could. All 5 years, I'm going.
That and the LSU gymnast Livy Dunn, she's making like $8 million.
This is my point. Why would you ever do it? Like I would be in college as long as
we all know if you're gonna do gymnastics, like if you're gonna be on like the American gymnastics team, you ain't making no $8 million.
No.
You might get some endorsement deals, but
I mean, it's good for the school too, because now they get to keep these high, famous names that perform well for a little bit longer, which means more money that they can sell their names for.
Actually, it's better quality drafts too.
Yeah, exactly. More developed, more experience.
What I've always worried about with quarterbacks, I always said, don't take a guy who's played less than 11 games. That's my whole thing with Trey Lance. It's like, if you played that little in college, why am I taking you as my top pick? You have to prove to me that you could play. You can say whatever you want to say about Mahomes, but Mahomes played a long time. He played a lot of games. Deshaun Watson played a lot of games. So we knew he was going to be good. Those are the quarterbacks I want.
So speaking of quarterbacks, Anthony Price said Brown's got a great backup QB. So it's gonna go more than Ted. He's gonna be like, I've been talking about this guy for 10
exactly. He's
years.
about to jump on.
He's just to say that.
He's been talking about DTR
he
for
has
a
been
while.
talking. Yes.
And the fact that he's actually looks like he might succeed in the NFL.
Yeah, he's been now. DTR is now the backup quarterback. They got rid of everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So looks like he's good.
He sure did. And then I don't know if you guys heard, but after trading for Trey Lance, the Cowboys got rid of Greer.
Yeah, but they told Greer before they traded for Trey Lance. They told Greer, look, you're going to play all this game. Mm-hmm. This is your chance to showcase your talent to everybody else because we're getting Trey Lance and you will be cut tomorrow.
Yep.
I mean, that's not bad. Give him a chance, but, I don't know. It's still rough. It's like, because what team was he playing with? He wasn't playing with the starters, was he?
No,
none of the starters out there. So it was a second and third string. He played the whole game.
Well, he was playing really good in the preseason. He was becoming like fans were even noticing. Was he the one who had that crazy play where he was oh no, that was the backup for the Jaguars.
I think he's going.
That was against the Cowboys.
He's going to jump. He's going to get a team though.
He should.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know from a Commander standpoint, a lot of the fans have been saying Jake Fromm deserves to be our backup.
Jake Fromm is just, who he is. You know who he is. Or you put a lot of talent around him, he's going to do just enough to not mess up.
Well, I said worst case, he'll probably be our emergency quarterback.
Always. I think every week he'll be your emergency.
Yeah. He looked pretty good, though. But all these people, they get so excited about these players, and I'm like, yeah, but I mean, granted, he was also playing with third and fourth stringers, but he was playing against third and fourth stringers.
Yeah, but
say you get out on the field and do it against.
Look at Greer last night.
Oh yeah,
29 of 35, 305, 4 total touchdowns. That's pretty good.
And then they were like, really hey, we're gonna go with Trey Lance.
You guys see this one? And Mako, number 1 first pick in Dynasty League draft. Is there any question who you get?
No.
It's just Bijan. It's just.
Well, is it? It's not like a startup though, right? Because that changes things.
If it is a startup, that is it. If you're just doing,
but if it's like the new season, then Bijan obviously is number 1 for sure.
What about AR? Would you be against drafting AR-15? He's going to start.
Not anymore.
He's going to start. He looks good. So I wouldn't be surprised. AR-50 is not
I was
a bad
hesitant
pick.
about it before preseason, but now preseason, I'm like, never mind. Braden
He
might have got a steal.
He looks very much like Justin Fields did when, he has a cannon of an arm, he has better anticipation, but if he doesn't see it, he runs, and he runs well. So he's gonna get you points, man.
Where do you see him going?
Right, it's AR5 now. It is right.
Is it
AR5? Braden is right.
Change his number.
Oh, wait a minute. Emako said it's the first year of a dynasty draft.
Oh,
well,
not Bijan then. Yeah, not Bijan.
Since we have Martin in here, I don't know if he could talk yet, but I want to ask him, what do you think?
If I wasn't able to talk, I wouldn't be here.
That's what I was thinking.
I haven't heard your voice in 3 weeks, bro. I don't know. I haven't heard your voice in 3 weeks. I don't know.
This is the first test that I'll probably be doing. I don't know how long I'll be able to last, but
you're good. Back to your ear is all that matters.
Yeah, no, I got water. I'm not be hydrating the whole time. So, but yeah,
do you pass on JJ?
It depends on what the settings are.
That's true too. If
it's a PPR,
I'll go with JJ
if it's a super flex, or if it's a tight end premium, or if it's IDP, like it really depends on the settings. So, I mean, what kind of draft is this? If it's super flex, you're going QB.
Yeah, you're going Mahomes.
It just depends.
Yeah.
Like I need to know more information before I attack into a draft or something. Like if you have the one, I'm assuming they have the 101, right? Is that what I heard?
101? Yeah, he's 101.
Yeah,
101 Dynasty Fantasy Draft right now. Yeah, it's the first year.
New year. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if your first year, if it's a standard format, regular, I'm gonna go. Depends. Are you gonna want, like, for me, when I first started my dynasty, I didn't care about winning right away.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really didn't. I knew dynasty is a different game. It's a different animal. And it, like, if I were to go into a startup right now, I would not care if I went Bijan. And that's not just because I'm just saying he's the overall, like, he's the top tier youngest running back right now.
Your Cousins is watched would like to know why everyone has the early Martin look.
It's early morning. That's what.
Yeah.
No, I got up really, really early. I went and worked out, and my contacts were hurting my eyes, so I threw in the glasses. So,
and then Braden said it's AR5 now. He changed his
name. Not 15. Yeah.
Technically, I don't have my hoodie.
That's true.
There's no hoodie.
He has a jersey on, and the hat matches the jersey, so he feels.
The reason
good.
I have my glasses on is I have been getting close to little sleep, man.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I've in 2 weeks. I don't think I've gotten more than 2 hours.
Happy Sunday, Kurt.
I've been napping every now and then and just trying to push through this. It's the pain is real. Like it's real, man. It sucks.
You said, would you draft Robinson first over CMC? What Robinson is he talking about?
Bijan
Bijan?
Oh,
okay. Assuming.
Yeah. Would you go Bijan?
CMC's on his way out closer to the door than he is.
Yeah. Especially for a dynasty.
Yeah, at least I'll have
he only got 3 years.
The next 4 years by the time he even gets to freaking CMC.
Exactly. I think CMC is 3 years left in him, and that's it. You used them up. That's why
he might be an outlier. You never know. He might be an outlier. He might see 4 or 5. I don't know. Some of these guys
he's
can
been
play
hurt
all the way till their 30s, but this guy does.
He's healthy.
He's been hurt for 3 out of 4 years. Like, I don't know, man. I wouldn't put all my eggs in that basket.
If it's a regular format, I probably would go Bijan. But if it was like PPR, I might have to. It also depends too if you're trying to win now versus build up your team for the future.
I don't know. See, you guys keep on saying running backs, and my question is, in the dynasty, because you guys have more experience than I do. In the dynasty, do you really put all your eggs in the running back's basket that early, knowing that you have a short amount of time with him? You know what I mean? Yeah. What I'm saying? Like, if I go get a quarterback and I know his quarterback is going to be around for 15 years, is that a better move or if I know JJ's going to be around for 8 years, is that a better move in a dynasty startup because I know I have him for that much time?
What's
That's the thing, though. I need to know.
I don't know the answer. Yeah, I don't know the answer.
If it's PPR, look, that's the thing. I haven't gotten my answer yet.
Yeah, no. You still here, and Mako?
Look, if it's PPR, I'm going JJ all the way.
Yeah.
If it's half PPR, I'll still go JJ.
Yeah. It just makes sense
because
you might have
no
JJ
PPR, then and one QB.
Yeah. Now you start looking at running backs, but it just.
But I'm overall JJ would probably be the number one overall pick. But I mean, running backs like here's the thing: the shelf life of running back is like 5 years, 6 years.
Yeah,
they can go 8. But I mean, receivers at least give you 10. But production levels could fall off. Like look at Allen Robinson. Dude was a beast, and then just completely fell off the earth. And people are still drafting him today. It's like they're still building on this hope. It's like, what hope do you have? I haven't seen this happen in a good handful of seasons. And every team he goes to, is this the team? No, absolutely not. I don't care. Like, I'm done with Robinson. Anybody who drafts him, go ahead.
I mean, if a late rounder, because it is Pittsburgh.
No, I'm not wasting my time. No, absolutely not.
It's also attitude. Like his attitude is, his attitude
only has like a year or two.
But it's the one place where wide receivers with attitudes actually sometimes work. Pittsburgh.
I haven't seen it. Nope. I'll take Ridley over. Nope. Just no. Absolutely not. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I wouldn't risk that as a first year dynasty draft. He wouldn't be on my maybe he'll be good later. Like, nah.
No, I mean not on dynasty draft at all. I'm telling you.
Yeah. In a regular standard.
Yeah, last pick of your draft. Why not?
Anthony, QBs are important, but I'm gonna tell you, you can get away with having a decent QB. Look at Mark; he hasn't had a QB in 5 years, and he still makes playoffs. I'm telling you, as long as you have a team that's set up, and you have a above average or even the prime meridian QB, you'll be fine.
Right.
You need your QB at least to score 20 points.
I'm gonna give you 2 players who don't have QB. Well, maybe one has one QB now, but didn't have. So whenever Kyler Murray didn't play, James Conner averaged over 15 fantasy points a week. And then Terry McLaurin hasn't had a quarterback in who knows how long, and he still puts up fantasy numbers.
Hey, DJ Moore. Moore.
Yeah.
You don't always have to have a good QB.
Yeah. DJ Moore hasn't had a
QB, and then you got DJ Moore too, yeah.
Ever. Like he sees a bad ball, it's normal to him.
His entire career, and he gets 1,000 yards.
Mm-hmm. So get 2 at round 10 and you're good.
Sure, why not? Yeah. You get 2 at round 10.
I don't want him
and if your season goes to crap that season, right? At least you'll probably here's the greatest thing about Dynasty, okay? If you're in a Dynasty league, when you're losing, you're also winning. Think about that, because
did you get that first
by next year, now you got to be smart with it. Don't trade away that first pick. Okay. If you're trading your first picks away like candy, you're an idiot. Because you'll never bank on that superstar that's ever coming out, because you think you're going to continuously get these old washed up guys, and you'll never grow. You'll continuously be behind the game, and I don't think you'll ever make it. Because for me, in my experience in a dynasty league, running backs is won through the draft. It really is. And that's kind of where I get one, at least once a draft, and put him in your taxi squad. If you don't really need him, you throw him in your taxi, and you roll him out next season if you need him.
So what you're telling me is that if I have JSN and Dalvin Cook, it's not worth first round picks?
JSN and Dalvin Cook is not worth
first round
picks. Is, but
I was like, what the hell? I don't even understand anymore, guys.
JSN is, but at the same time, he's multiple. If you're trying to win now, he's not going to be your league winner. JSN won't be your league winner until probably next year. But I would still get him. The thing is, if you think you're going to win with him, you're not. Dalvin Cook, we don't even know yet. I know he's good. I know he's great. But the problem is he's in a different team, in a different organization. That's okay, well,
How you
still
going
gotta
to
see.
mesh? How you going to mesh? And that's always a question.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll be good this year. This year, I think he'll be good. I just don't think looking forward. I think you'll be looking back at that trade and wondering.
Oh no, you're gonna
what
have
the
to.
hell?
You're gonna have to get rid of him at some point because then you're gonna be stuck with them.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's gonna want him.
Right. You know what's crazy is I was offered that same trade for just CD Lamb.
Yeah, you did.
And then he even got back to me and changed it and put DK Metcalf in there. So instead of JSN, he put DK. So
I would take DK over that.
I would have taken that.
DK
I would
Cook for CD.
No. Well, no. I'm just
not
saying,
straight
like,
up, but no, you were getting CD and Dalvin Cook. I mean, you're getting
No.
you get DK and Dalvin Cook,
and I had to give up CD.
I
don't know.
Probably would do that.
I don't know.
DK's
that one's a hard one to
numbers
say because
before I could decide, he got offered that other trade. So.
The 2 first rounders and
I went back to look at my phone and I was like, "Oh crap, what's going on now?" And I was like, "Oh Lord."
Yeah, that one's hard.
2 first rounders.
You got Michael Thomas and 2 first rounders.
Yes.
For JSN and Dalvin
Cook.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Thomas, who okay, I was like, wow, that's if Michael Thomas catches any passes, that's a crazy trade.
But he has Derek Carr, so he got a double stack too.
I think that was a great trade on one end.
Not that he's going to play Derek Carr because he also has Joe Burrow. But.
I also noticed that with that trade, though, that put him at like 4 Saints on his roster. Offense, just offense.
Yeah.
So I mean, we also have IDP, so it's it'll help. Like his defense can't change it up, but it's like you're off. Well, 3. Let's say 3 because he has Kamara and Miller. So Miller is going to be like behind him.
Yeah, that's 1. That's a handcuff right there.
So he probably won't even actually play him. He'll have Kamara with amongst his other running backs with Carr, but I don't think he'll ever play Carr. The fact that he has Joe Burrow.
Yeah, he's just 1 week, whatever, week 10, whatever it is,
or unless Joe Burrow goes down, and Carr is still decent.
Yeah,
exactly. Michael says Breece Hall will eat Cook up.
Oh yeah, about
eventually, but maybe not this year.
I think they do fine. Injury. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers does fine with 2 running backs, as long as they both perform. They will get opportunity. I believe both of them will get at least 150 touches this year. So that's why I'm not too worried about it. Aaron Rodgers calls run plays because he realizes the better you run, the more open these people are going to be. So he understands how to run the offense. So 2 running backs can definitely eat with Aaron Rodgers. There's no question about that.
We got 2 things about Falcons, so we'll switch up to Falcons real quick. First, Michael says, Martin, he said, how you feel about winning your division? He followed that up with that division so terrible.
Now, you don't have a quarterback, and you're still going to win that division.
I feel pretty confident. The defense is like its biggest problem. And I don't say this a lot about my team, to be honest, Michael. I really
don't talk about it at all.
Most of the time, I don't talk about them. And most of the time, I talk trash about them. So the fact that I'm saying that I feel decently okay to even have 8 wins, I'll give them 8 wins. And 8 wins is probably just enough to get in and get blown out first round in the playoffs.
That's probably right.
Just we'll probably make first round and get blown out. Like, we don't belong there yet.
Hey, but you get that division title or the division banner hanging up.
Yeah,
that's about it. But
and it's a home game. And it's a home game.
Yeah.
And the NFC is not full of these juggernauts. As long as you don't play like San Francisco, you should be all right.
Right. And then Anthony Price said, do you think the Falcons will trade Patterson since your running back room is deep?
Nah, that dude's going to die on a roster. He's going to die on a roster, and that's the way it's going to be. I think right now what's going to happen is, it's really not that deep, to be honest. You got all Jair, Patterson. Look, Patterson's a receiver. Like, they're not going to use him as a run game. Like, it's just not going to happen. It's going to be a duo between Bijan and Aljair. And Patterson's probably going to line up as a slot receiver. I guarantee you that. And then probably you got Godwin, who's probably gonna get himself a few reps here and there as like a pass blocker or pass catcher every now and then. But yeah.
Hey, Patterson's actually a good pass blocker too. Honestly, pass protection.
Right. So it's like I said, it's not that deep, and it wouldn't surprise me if we cut freaking Carlos Washington, and people probably don't even know who that is.
Because also Patterson is good in special teams. If you have a running back, that could play wide receiver and special teams, why would you cut him? Like that just fills up so many spots. It makes no sense. He could be a gunner on your punt. I mean, like the dude is amazing. He's an amazing athlete still. There's no reason to not have him on your team. He will always make a team because he can do everything.
Igwebuike is probably going to take that role though.
You think two? Because there's still two gunners. I mean,
I think both of them are probably going to be in the punt return, kick return. If not, one of them is going to designate the other one.
Yeah, I still can't. I think punt return is still going to be Patterson. Patterson's one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
He's one of the greatest of all time.
I know, but I think what they're going to use him for that, and then once he gets an freaking air injury in him, then they'll probably use all right. Igwebuike, get out there. It's your turn. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see, because that's that one thing.
I don't think
like having Devin Hester. You just throw him back there because the fear of him might get you better kick.
Yeah, usually the Falcons always have about 4, and usually those 4 usually last the entire time. That's one thing about us that I've always been happy about. Like our running backs don't really get injured that much.
They come to you injured.
Yeah.
I don't. That's one thing I've always noticed. Unless your name is Steven Jackson, because that guy is just made out of glass, and I don't even know why we even traded for that guy.
Hey,
or Todd Gurley. Or Todd Gurley.
We got Emma.
Yeah, and Todd Gurley. Yeah, those guys were the same.
Okay. Any running backs you guys got from? Well, I was just doing this one real quick because we were talking about it. So Michael.
Oh, because I know he said he only has 2 hours.
Yeah. And then so back to the dynasty advice here. He actually came back. He's got half PPR, 1 flex, 18 roster size, and he's got the first pick, and it's his first dynasty.
Oh, that's a small little dynasty. Yeah. That's a small dynasty. Okay.
I wonder if they had just like total defense, or maybe don't even have defense.
No, I've seen dynasty out there with like almost 25 to 30.
Oh, yeah, we have 26.
Yeah, I know, and I'm trying to increase it to a real dynasty. Yeah, but with IDP, but that's outside the point. No, you go JJ. You go JJ, Justin Jefferson.
Yep. So yeah, being the half PPR, I would say JJ. Dude's still.
I think that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, you go Justin Jefferson
in the league.
We're talking about 15 years you're going to have with this guy. It doesn't matter where he goes. You're going to have a crazy long time with this type of receiver. Why not? He's going to get you points for such a long time for a dynasty. I mean, he's going to be your foundation piece. So when you get the first one overall, a foundation piece.
Look, Justin Jefferson is still going to be productive long after Bijan Robinson is done.
It's gone. Yeah,
like 8 years from now, we're going to be hearing about Bijan Robinson might be getting outdone by some rookie who came in on a different team, because that's just the way running backs are. And then we're not going to question Justin Jefferson. He might be Thielen in 10 years, where he's still some type of value.
The fact that he's 23. I mean, you're talking about 8 years, he'll be Devontae Adams. Like, and that's when Bijan's going to be starting to get going out. Like, you have that type of career arc.
Justin Jefferson, no brainer.
So let's just stay on this real quick. I think JJ, like you said, is a no brainer. What does he do for his second pick? So it has to go all the way back. I'm assuming it's a snake. Probably 12 people, or something like that. Who does he pick on the back comeback? By then it'll be like what, the 24th pick.
Yeah.
Right.
So in redrafts, I've been able to get like ETN on the turnaround. I don't know because it's a dynasty if he'd be around, just because he's younger. I would say probably not, but that would still mean like
would you go with a running back in the second round then, or would you go with like a young QB?
I will go with the best player because the third round is also your pick.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah,
because it's
back to back. Yeah.
So I'll go with the best available player and then make that decision on the third round, coming back around. Because you don't have to go. But you probably have to pick that QB up if you have a chance at a really good young one. Might have to do it in the third round because it's Dynasty. But I would wait and just see.
I have a feeling being Dynasty, your Mahomeses and your Allens probably get drafted before you even come back around.
You never know. Like
24 picks, that's a long time.
You never know if Allen, like, honestly, like around that time, I think right now, like say you get Justin Jefferson and you might end up with like Derrick Henry, Tony Pollard, Jacobs.
Yeah.
Around there, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to find yourself. I don't know. It's
So Anthony said you're going to DoorDash and draft at the same time, man. Good luck. Come up with a new thing. It'd be like draft and dash or dash and draft.
I'm sure you could do it.
But he said, "No, I just finished right now. Just got my coffee. I'm ready to roll."
Because you don't actually have, like, he's on his own time, isn't he?
Yeah. Oh yeah. When you're DoorDashing,
he could take a break every freaking order. Yeah.
As long as you don't have the actual order to deliver, you could do it.
Yeah. You could be sitting outside of McDonald's right now, talking to us, waiting for the next order.
Because like what he said, that's always my issue. If you get like the first or even the second like pick, you gotta wait all the way and then they come back. So it's like, now what do you do? Especially with the Dynasty, it's like, do you go with a running back? Like Martin said, the shelf life you have to kind of worry about. But then if you wait, then you're talking about the end of the fourth, start of the fifth. It's like shit.
I think you take best available at that point.
You have to take best available. Yeah. And then you make your decision from what you got from the second round to your third round. You make the best available second round, no matter what. And then third round, you make the decision.
I still think you go third round, best available.
Yeah.
Because it's a Dynasty, you guys are gonna have the best available for the many years, right? Like assumingly,
but how young? Guys. But how do you go younger quarterback if he's there?
Nah.
Do you think T-Law makes it to the fourth?
Dynasty, yes.
Does he go round to the fourth?
I would almost go second and third, and then try to get T-Law in the fourth.
That would be a unbelievable.
Unless your league mates are all QB heavy. Like if I were to draft with you two, I know QBs are gonna go early, and I know I can get myself a QB later in the draft. I'll let you guys take Dynasty the QBs while I take my main.
Yeah, see, that's the only thing though is Dynasty, because I know in redraft T-Law was going in like 5 or 6.
But it depends on who
he's average. His ADP is right now is 8.
Yeah, he's going 8.
Damn,
he's 8.
But because it's Dynasty though, and he's so young, I feel like he tends to. Right now. But I feel like you take younger players, their draft stock goes up higher in Dynasty.
No, you're not wrong. But the people that are in front of him are young too.
Yeah.
Hurts, Fields, Burrow, Mahomes. Like everyone, they're all the same age. They're all between the ages of 25 and 28, like all of them.
But here's the thing, though, and that's what I love about Dynasty, though. Like you can, if you don't get the guy you need, right, and you get 101 next year, you're gonna go get after the guy you want.
Yeah, you
Caleb Williams comes out next year, and just you might get him. I don't know. Like it's up to you. It's you have that option, you have that choice. But for me, I would wait. I would get
got super flex league
top guys in the 3.
Because I had a draft last week. I had the last pick, and my 3 QBs are Hurts, Kurt, and Carr on the bench.
Hey, that's fine.
That's great.
That's fine.
That's big win, steady guy. You don't know.
Right.
I love all 3 of those. If you get all those 3, that makes sense.
Because QBs next year you got
super flex.
Yep.
QW.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. So
I mean, next year you have Caleb Williams coming out, Drake May.
Not so fast on Caleb Williams.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
Yeah, he came out and had a press conference and says he hasn't made up his mind yet.
Because the money's not that big. It's not that big. If he can make that same money in college, some people love school.
I think it depends on who's up there. He has a chance to not really lose out on any money and basically kind of pick and choose where he can go a little bit.
And you're in LA.
Yeah, he's already in LA.
So am I going to LA or do I get banished to Minnesota? Do I want to go there? You know what I'm saying? Like, do I want to go to these places that are not good?
It says James Conner is my main target for this draft. Because he has his draft in 8 hours.
Oh, Brady, he moved the whole list.
I'm reading the next comment already.
Yeah, that's what
Brian already knows who I like.
You've been saying
Brian already knows who I like.
KJ Jefferson.
You said KJ Jefferson.
KJ Jefferson. And we all know who you like there.
Oh man,
I
love that dude. He's awesome, man. I don't care.
I like Bo Nix a lot too.
Drake. So Drake May.
Yeah, but I like Bo Nix too. I think he could do something good too.
Hey,
what up, Rasta? Yeah, it's first time back.
Yeah. You know, and he's able to talk and everything sounds good. So that's
so
awesome.
far. And there's if I have to leave early, you guys know what. But
dude, there's not even a question. You good?
And then we got James. I'm seeing Bijan in a lot of leagues get drafted in the first round. In my opinion, that's a risk. What are your guys' opinion?
If you're like sitting in the middle, no. Like, well, what kind of like?
Yeah,
I'm assuming like, this is Dynasty though.
Top 5. Well, if it's Dynasty, he should be number 1.
Yeah,
he should be number 1. There's not gonna be anybody else near him. We got Gibbs. I'm assuming it's redraft.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's redraft. You're saying like, is it a risk?
Yeah,
you know, to get a rookie that early.
Yeah, but look at everybody else.
Even in redraft in Dynasty, all the stuff, Bijan is 3rd. His ADP is 6. Like
if you really believe in
ADP is 4.3.
The issue is here. Like there is a lot of people that I've seen or I've talked to. They started up their Dynasty in 2020, and they all got screwed by CEH. Was it 2020?
Yeah.
2021? Whatever the year CEH came out and all the hype on the Chiefs and Mahomes loved this kid and Mahomes personally picked this guy out and he's doing super hot in training camp and blah, 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 right? And that first game he came in, we're like, damn, dude, this guy's going to be the truth.
That whole year,
first game that CEH played was amazing. Everybody who drafted him in the first round looked smart that day. But then after that,
I mean, he looked good the entire year, and then injuries started piling up, and then all of a sudden, someone younger, someone hungrier is right behind you, and then all of a sudden you fade to back, you know, and you have nothing about you that's you know, you don't have a great nose for the end zone, you don't have a great nose for first downs, nothing about you is amazing, so then you get relegated to the 3rd string guy. That's just what happens.
Yeah.
But
no, as a redraft, I wouldn't take him in the first round. I mean, I guess if you really, really want your guy, at least, and there's the thing, I've been a firm believer on getting your guys that you like, that you want. If you're going to fall with your guys that you like and you want, at least you're feeling good about it because that's your guy. But first round in a redraft league, no, there's other talent there. I'll take him in the second highest.
So you're not taking Bijan
but there's still more talent than him in second. As a rookie, no. Dynasty, yes. But redraft, no.
In redraft leagues, he is going 4.3. He's actually going 3rd in sleeper.
I've seen him third round. I've seen
him.
Third round.
Yeah, I agree, but I'm not scared off by Bijan with his running back room, though. I mean, that's just the way the NFL's going these days. So.
Yeah.
They said the worst he ever goes is number 27.
That's the worst?
That's the worst. He goes number 27. So that means in the 12-team league, he will go in the 3rd round.
You guys want to do an auction league? Rasta wants to know if we want to join an auction league. I am not a fan of auction.
The question is if we do any.
I have not done one though. So.
And no,
I have not.
Like them. I don't like auction leagues.
I don't like them. The structure behind it pisses me off. I don't know why. I just don't like it, man. It's like I will do 10 best ball leagues over this than a freaking single auction league. The concept behind it is someone's gonna outbid you no matter what, and then if you want the guy you want, you're gonna pay so much that you're gonna be broke the rest of the draft.
Yep.
And if you're good at it and you know what everyone else wants, you can screw everyone else up early on, and then you have round 3 to 12 all through.
I'm not the person to ask this, and I cannot give you my input. That's how bad I am at it, or that's how much I hate it. And I don't know which one over tiers the other one. So,
yeah, I'm kind of in that same boat.
My answer is no. Sorry, Rasta. Good luck. Let me know how it goes. I'm serious. Good luck.
No, I know. No, I agree. Good luck. No, I agree.
That turns out because I'm.
Yeah. Is this your least favorite then? I mean, from the sounds of it, it sounds like Martin is.
Yeah, it's my least favorite one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That takes the cake.
I get anxiety because I'm like, I don't know how much money I should be spending on positions and players, and like I don't know.
Yeah.
Because then there's players you really want, but then they end up going super high, and then you're like, do I keep going? The rest of my team probably not going to be good.
I say it's the fairest way because everyone has a chance, every player. But yeah, my first time no, I don't think that's fair. If your first pick overall, you're telling me the 12th guy who has a pick is going to end up snagging the guy you want, maybe. I no. Like, the draft order is the draft order. Like, to me, that's how it falls. If you want to spend a lot for JJ, that's on you. But I mean, no. I don't know.
The last time I did an auction was for like my friend group and stuff, and it wasn't fun. Like at the end, everyone was like, "Yeah, I fucking hated that." Like,
everyone's broke and they have like $0.
Yeah, by the 5th round, you're like, "Well, what do we do?" Everyone's got $0. It's like, well,
and then it becomes standard. Where it should, it's
it's a lot of issues.
I'm sorry,
I know
Anthony.
what players want. If you know, like somebody needs that or really likes this player, I'm gonna overbid you because I know you're gonna want him so bad. So it's like I'm gonna push a couple $100 more out of you because
I could be spiteful just to grab your guy just cause
that too. Yeah,
but no, Rasta. Look, I'm sorry, man. Like I'm not the guy.
So going back to running backs real quick.
We
were talking about Patterson. Apparently, the Browns are trying to trade for him.
So he said Jaheim Grant is out right now, but I don't know. Jaheim Grant is. I mean, that's all about punt returns and kickoff returns. So I mean, getting the best of all time would not be a problem. But I wouldn't trade him.
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna give me for Cordero Patterson? Oh, you gonna give me a 3rd rounder? Sure, take it. 4th rounder, I'll take it. But why the hell would you do that?
Right. Yeah. So we got a trade review. I think that's kind of cool. So
did you see Mike's? Because we never talked about this thing.
That's what I was doing right now. Yeah.
Start 8. Gibbs, Jameson Williams, 24 first, and get Bijan. So all that for Bijan.
Yeah, I don't know if I would.
All that for
Gibbs, not Gibbs, and a 24 first, because Gibbs might be the same thing. I don't know if I can give that. Gibbs and the first.
Jameson Williams is suspended for how long? 6 weeks?
6 games.
6 weeks.
Gibbs. So basically, you're giving out Detroit's assets and a first for Bijan. They're not going to do it. You can try, but they're not going to do it. If you offered me this, I would reject it in a heartbeat. I don't want that.
I would keep Bijan. Dynasty.
You keep Bijan.
It's a dynasty league, bro. It has a 1st round pick.
Yeah, 1st round pick.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry.
No,
you're right. I feel like
I would keep Bijan over these guys. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't trade all that stuff for Bijan. That's a lot.
I would.
But if you
especially
had
if I don't,
I would.
But if you had Bijan, would you accept?
I wouldn't trade for Gibbs and Jameson Williams in the first. No way. It doesn't help that I'm wearing my Falcon stuff today.
Yeah, so I'm like, it's hard for me to say that.
Worn this.
It's hard for me to say that, but
Braden, what would you accept this trade?
I would keep. I'm on Bijan's side, and honestly, look, guys, like
I agree with
Martin. I don't, Mike. Look, I'm honest with you right now. Like I'm not being biased as a Falcons fan. Like I'm not. Like really, I talk more trash about freaking Falcons than anything. So, no, I would keep Bijan. But you don't have Bijan, right? You're trading that for Bijan.
He's trading.
He's trying to get.
I would do it,
Bijan.
but I don't think they're gonna do it.
Yeah. They're asked for too much, and I don't like giving them up that much anyway. Especially if you don't know if you're going to be good or not.
So Brian says no. I say yes.
Braden says no.
Braden says no. You're getting possibly the best running back in the league. Gibbs, you don't know. Jameson Williams, you still kind of know-ish.
I mean, I don't like it on either side. Like, if I drafted the guy and I want, like, if I drafted Gibbs and Jameson and have the 24 first, I don't want to give that away. And if I was Bijan, I'd be like, that's not enough. He's a number 1 overall. You know, so I don't know. I'm not going to take the 12th first 24 first round pick either. I don't want it either way. Like, I will have to be guaranteed that 24 first round pick is a top 3 pick, you know, and there's no way to do that. Thus, I don't think I like it either way.
I'll get Bijan.
If I have Bijan, I'm not training for that.
No, you say no. Tank.
I'm keeping Bijan.
So you say Bijan, I say Bijan. Mark, where you at?
I'm pretty much leaning to the Bijan.
So we got 3 Bijans and two Gibbs, Jameson Williams in first. All right.
I don't think that's enough.
Brian seems like he's saying like
that's not enough. That's
not fair either way.
Yeah, well, exactly. Hold on, but you're saying it's not. Yeah, but they don't know that. What if they want this?
Yeah.
If the Bijan owner came to you and I said, "Give me Williams and give me Gibbs in a first," I will sell that. I'm like, sure, go ahead.
I would do it, but I think that would be stupid. I also think that would be bad. But you just said it's not enough. It's not enough. So if I had Bijan, you gave me this trade, I would not.
So you're barely giving him anything for Bijan, right? Is what you're saying?
No, I mean, I still Gibbs is, don't get me wrong.
So
Gibbs is going to be
Mike
good.
Is
I think
giving
Gibbs,
him barely. Mike's not giving him enough for Bijan, but he's going to get Bijan. Is what you're telling me?
Gibbs is good too. You know,
hold on, isn't that what you just said though?
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good trade either way. That's why I just said. I literally said it 4 times.
You're on Mike's team right now.
Way.
We are Mike. You are Mike.
If I offer the trade, I think it will hurt you in the long run. First. Yeah, and I think if it was my team, I think they'll look at you and say, "I'm not going to trade with this guy again."
Mike, help me out here. Was this trade given to you, or did you offer it? I need to convince this man. I really do.
Braden said I didn't suck so bad last year and get Bijan to just trade him away for a guy who's suspended and can't catch. Gibbs could be good, but not as good as Bijan, and I don't know where that first will be.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what the first. Those are exactly the words I
was offered
said.
This trade, so
he was offered this trade.
Yeah,
he was offered the trade, so you would take it.
He was offered the trade. He has
now,
Bijan,
does that help you, Brian?
Or he has Gibbs.
No, he says giving away. So he giving away.
Keyword.
He's giving away Gibbs. Yeah, he's giving away.
Give and get.
He's giving away Gibbs and Williams in a first, and he's getting Bijan.
Yeah, I guess you could do that, but I still don't like it overall. Well, all my reasoning is still the same fucking stuff. Nothing I said changed at all.
Who cares about the other guy? We don't care who did. We care about Mike.
Dynasty because you're in the league and you're thinking about also how things work.
You got Bijan Robinson. So then the next Saquon.
He's the G money of their league. Okay.
Brian, why do you care about who the other dude on the other side of the window is? We are here for Mike. I don't care who that guy is.
They need to come here and ask that question.
Exactly. I always will care about both because I look at it because you're
who cares about
so
the
like
other
for
guy?
me. Like
Mike, I'm sorry. I don't know what this man is talking. Look, Mike, I am all.
Is your voice going to start hurting? Can your voice start hurting so we can mute you?
Freaking Canadian.
Jeez, good Lord. So I can say exactly what I was saying. All you're going to do is keep on talking. That's all he does is talk. Talk. That's why it was so good for 3 weeks we couldn't talk. Oh, my God.
Shut up. You missed me, man.
Oh, man.
I did miss you a lot.
Nobody else would argue with you but me.
I did like
Nobody would argue with you but me.
But no, I always think that you always are setting a standard of who you are. That's all. So I'll just be like, man, no, fuck it.
We got another question. Let's move on. 14-man league. Pick number 1 overall. Format is half PPR scoring, 1 QB, 1 running back, 2 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 flex, defense and kicker. What draft strategy should I roll with?
Wide receiver first.
Yeah, Yeah, I would definitely go wide receiver first.
not-
It's half
no
PPR.
Have PPR.
Yeah, half
Two
PPR.
receivers and one flex. You go wide receiver first,
I would say wide receiver, running back, wide receiver.
especially that 14-man league.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then
yeah,
with your fourth pick, you could look at QB.
No, I don't even know if you go QB then. Like
No, you don't
usually
even go.
I go QB early, but 14-man league, that many people. I mean, that many people trade, drafting in front of you. You got to get as much talent as possible because the difference between your 10th and your 8th and 15th guys is not going to be the same as the difference between that and running backs. So, like, you need to go as much talent as possible with that many people drafting in front of you.
I mean, he's got overall. So you go JJ first, and then on the back round, you get a running back, another receiver, and then you're talking about another.
Then wait to the fourth round, fifth round. Fourth round, I'll still get the best. I'll get the best available fourth round still, and then maybe fifth round. I'm starting to think about it.
Oh, QB. Yeah, because his fourth and fifth are right next to each other, so
They're the same. They're the same. Yeah, but you're getting 4 guys in first.
If it was one QB, 2 running back, 2 receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would make a big difference.
It would change. Do you get running back first? But then you know what though? Here's the thing:
Even
you probably establish your running back right there, right off the bat. I think. Where are you at on this? Are you like 108 or one?
No, he's
like.
Are you
number one?
He's number one overall.
Oh, overall, shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so that's why I said receiver.
It's half point PPR. It's receiver.
Yeah, so that's why I said receiver, and then you go running back, receiver with your next 2.
Yeah, on the turnaround.
Yep.
Yeah,
and then on the turnaround again, I might still get the best available again, and then go quarterback because obviously it's
still
same
good
pick.
because
that's why I said. That's why I said do that, and then on the next turnaround, maybe think about QB along with the best available.
Yeah,
whether
fourth,
it be
fifth,
receiver or running back.
Yeah, that makes sense. Agreed.
So, first time all of us agreed on something.
I know, right? We all agreed.
That's the way I always draft. I would think about a fifth, but then if none of those quarterbacks have gone in the fifth round, I might wait another turn.
I would probably grab a QB in like the 5th, maybe
because you're fifth. You're the number one.
Yeah.
You're number one. So you're fourth, and then you're fifth. So you got 4 guys, and then you get the quick QB. Depending on who's gone, if all of them are gone, and you're like, okay, even if I wait, I still getting up with Tua. Then I'll wait again. I'm not wasting the fifth.
It's a 14-man league, so
even 14 though.
That's
T-Law going in the 8th and the 12th. So even in the 4th or 5th, T-Law still might be there.
No, so he's going to 8th. Yeah, the 8th quarterback picked. So his round. Yeah, his thing is ADP is he's the 8th quarterback going.
Okay.
His average round is 5 in a 12-man league. So that means in this
14-man league. So he might be there.
So he might be there for your 5th pick, but he's not coming back. He's not coming back to you. Yeah.
So Mike over here predicting his team. Should we see what we think of his predicted team?
Sure.
Yeah.
Because it says I'm gonna predict my team. So here it is. We got Tua, Alexander Madison, James Robinson. He did have a 75-yard touchdown.
He just got waived, didn't he?
I think so.
No. Oh, yes.
I think about somebody else. I thought he just got waived this morning.
Wide receiver on
somebody else. I swear I thought he got waived.
Shit. Giants cut James Robinson.
Oh, never mind then.
Well,
that's NBC.
You might want to rethink your James Robinson pick then.
Start over, Mike.
Start over.
Start over.
Drum board. Like, damn it. Go erase it off.
Wow.
Yeah, you gotta start over on that one.
I'm not crazy, man.
2 hours ago.
Didn't he just have a 75-yard touchdown yesterday too?
And he looked good. That's what.
Not good enough.
Weird.
Damn, that's crazy.
I'm on Raw, and then he says receivers are Keenan Allen, and then flex Hopkins, and then tight end Kelsey. I mean,
James
running
Conner.
backs need some work.
They said James Conner.
Yeah, go back to the board on the running back game, man. Find yourself like a
not Robinson, Conner.
Oh yeah, Conner. It's not supposed to be James Robinson. It's supposed to be James Conner because he even set it up here.
He really was going after him.
Yeah, he was going to go. So James Conner.
Yeah. Robinson.
Okay. There it is. Okay.
All right. So it's James Conner.
So James Conner, not Robinson.
Tua, Alexander Madison, James Conner, Amon Ra, Keenan Allen with Hopkins in the flex, and then Kelsey. So that makes sense. You're clearly going
Kelsey.
Kelsey with the first pick. I'm gonna assume. You really think you're gonna get Kelsey and maybe Amon-Ra on the second? So he's going tight end receiver. Yeah, that's what I said. Amon-Ra would be a second round pick.
Mm-hmm.
Connor is third.
Maybe. Have to be because Madison's not gonna go in the third.
Or Allen.
Yeah.
Could be Keenan Allen, and then he starts going running back.
Yeah. And then he goes running back hard. Yeah. James
I'm
Robinson.
not big on Madison this year. I've seen games where he is just the only running back, and he's given the chance, and he does nothing for you in those games. That's just enough, and it's been through multiple years where Cook is gone, and everyone used their first waiver pick on Alexander Madison, and he just didn't do anything that week. It's too much of a risk for me to have even Addison on my freaking team, man. I can't do it.
I like him. He could be there, but I can't depend on him. He's my RB3. If he's my RB3, then fine. And then see, but because I think he'll be good at the beginning of the season, but by the end of the season, I think we're gonna be waiving him.
Man. That's the issue. And everyone likes that, availability is,
huge. Yeah. Let's see.
We got both Rasta and Braden were like, "Yep, you got released." So I guess we missed that.
You guys missed it.
I'm looking at it now. I'm looking at it right now.
You guys missed it. That's a perfect opportunity to use that little overlay. Oh, we're not even on that show. Never mind.
I literally thought he was going to be like the number 2 behind.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Get out of here!"
Yeah. So you're gonna be too good. We're trying to not be good. Come on.
Jonathan Smith says, "I have Goff and Carr, Tyreek, Amon-Ra, T. Higgins.
Ooh, shit.
Cortland Sutton, Michael Pittman, Aaron Jones, James Conner, Rashard White, Alex Madison, Javonte Williams, and Goddard. What should I look to improve?"
Running back.
Your team. I mean, the teams you're paying against.
Jesus.
No, the team you're playing against, not that
your whole team. Dang,
no. I mean, your league is what I meant to say. Your league, because you got
running back, maybe,
or no QB.
No, it's
QB. Yeah, I say quarterback would be the biggest thing.
Yeah,
but you're still okay with Goff and Carr.
Yeah,
true.
But everything else seems like you got Tyreek Hill and Amon-Ra and T. Higgins.
And T. Higgins, like it doesn't matter if you got Sutton and Pittman. It doesn't even matter.
Maybe a top tier running back, but I mean,
Aaron Jones still might have a very good year.
And then I like James Conner. They got, Rashard White is the number 1 guy. Alexander Madison is the number. Javonte Williams will be the number 1.
Exactly.
So you're pretty. I mean, and then Goddard, solid tight end. So I mean, I would go QB first.
It only would be QB, honestly. But where are you gonna get before instead of Carr and Goff? Like,
the thing is, you're gonna have to give up one of these receivers and one of these QBs for a better QB.
Do you go rookie though? Like,
I think you would bite the bullet and get rid of.
He does have the Amon-Ra and Goff double stack.
He does,
which is pretty nice.
Yeah, and that's why like the person you try to trade would be Carr with Higgins, which I would hate to do that.
I wouldn't want to do that, man.
Because Higgins is a number 1 too, and he might have. I mean, he's averaging 1,300 yards a season. You have 3 guys that could all have over 1,200 yards.
That's a solid spot, man.
That's why I said the league. That's what you need to upgrade because the people you're drafting with are not in your league. Like you are drafting better than they are.
Well, the thing is, he went with Goff and Carr in his last pick.
No, he did. He did you guys' strategy, and it worked out really, really well. I'm looking at it.
That's fine. Like that's what I do. Like, it's just I think what's gonna happen is you can probably package Carr with
maybe Javonte.
I would say one of your receivers, man.
I would do both. You might take the
Carr with. Damn.
Did you go Hill?
No, you're not.
Well, if it was Dynasty, I would say Hill, but I'm assuming it's a redraft, though.
It looks like redraft.
If it was Dynasty, I'd be like Carr and Tyreek, man. Just keep Carr and Ty. If this like Dynasty, but I think this is redraft, so I'm not gonna go there.
Michael said I got Robinson in my Madden fantasy.
Yeah, because Tyreek is going number 4 overall in most drafts, 4 or 5 overall, which is especially half 3 PPR.
When Tank drafts him.
Over Jamar Chase.
Because how much can you like? You know who you could actually, Jonathan. You know who could probably get, and no one's gonna really give you any crap for it. But you might look smart if it pans out. Russell Wilson.
I was thinking
Russell Wilson. Yeah. Russell Wilson could be everyone's like what's crazy is what happened in one single year. Everyone is just like,
everyone's forgetting that he's a top 20 all-time quarterback. Everyone forgot.
Have you not seen his career? Like, when you're gonna justify 1 year, like that's it's just it is crazy to me.
No, I would think the exact same thing. Russell Wilson, if Anthony Richardson, if someone's willing to give you that, something like that.
No, Anthony.
No. If it's redraft, it's too early for Anthony Richardson.
I'm watching.
You don't think as your backup? I mean, golf is going to start. Golf is going to start no matter. I mean, unless I'm bringing back something. Because even if you brought back, Russ, golf is probably going to start when you have Amon-Ra.
You could probably go after. Yeah, you probably go after Russell Wilson. You probably easiest one to get. Maybe Rodgers. But he might be too high on some people's boards. Who else is probably low, but not everyone's looking at Watson, Geno Smith.
So Geno Smith is a good one because Geno Smith is going 15 among quarterbacks right now.
I say Geno's a good one.
He probably could have drafted Geno Smith instead of Carr. Like that's probably the pick. Like
I don't know. I think Geno Smith would have gone before Carr.
So Geno is.
I think Geno would have been drafted before Carr.
Let's see.
And I'm pretty sure that in the mindset of what most people do, and I'm not trying to.
So you're not wrong. So
redraft, you probably think of what have you done for me lately, and I'm pretty sure Geno.
Recency biases.
Yeah. Geno is probably the more.
Yeah, I would agree.
So favorite here. It's going 14 Daniel Jones, 15 Anthony Richardson, 16 Geno Smith, 17 Jared Goff, 18 Russell Wilson.
Where's Carr?
Wow.
He's 19.
There you go.
Like they're like all grouped together. All those guys are the same group.
But he's not higher than Geno.
But they're all the same group. It's like
But would you say Wilson has a higher ceiling than all of them?
I think so, man. I really think that him and Hackett didn't really connect as a player coach. I really don't.
No, yeah.
I think Hackett's a good coach when he's not running the team.
You don't think Geno might be
He's a better coach when he's not running a team.
You don't think Geno might have a higher ceiling because of
3 receivers?
There's 3 receivers.
He could just
but I mean, it's just the thing. It's like the way that team is ran. I think it's going to be different. I think Russell has a really good team.
I think so too, but I think Seattle could win the division like the same way.
Are we talking about Carr? Or are we talking about Geno?
No, I'm talking about Geno. That's because that's what Tank just asked about. Tank.
Yeah, like all those guys like Carr, Goff, Wilson, Geno. They like you said, they were all like somewhere between like 17 and 19 or whatever. Was
my target is Russ. And comparing it to
he's saying who has the highest ceiling is what he was asking.
Out of those 3, because he got 2 out of that group. So it's like, did he get the 2 highest?
ceiling
guys out of the group.
Carr.
He's saying Russ would be
Russ. Yeah,
but if he gets Russ, he has Sutton. So
yeah,
exactly. That's the stack with Sutton.
So then you have a double stack with both your QBs and 2 of your receivers.
Yeah,
and you could probably.
And Javonte Williams.
And you could probably approach him and be like, hey, I'll give you Carr for Russ.
No more Broncos after that, though. I mean,
you could probably go straight up. Yeah, you could go Carr for Russ.
Because as you just said, that's just fairly even trade.
No more than 3 players on a team, man. I can't.
Yeah, Hobby.
All right, what's with JK?
Yeah, we got another trade here. So, all right. So, he wants to know if he took the L, trading away Diggs and Michael Thomas for CeeDee Lamb and Pickens. No.
No, that's
you traded. You probably traded the best receiver of the bunch with Diggs, but I think CD and Pickens will be better than the combination of Diggs and Thomas.
So CD Diggs has been going 5th. He's number 5 among wide receivers. CD 7. Like, you didn't take a huge L with that at all. And you got rid of Michael Thomas for George Pickens.
Dude, Pickens is gonna go off this year. I
said that too.
You think Pickens is gonna go?
I said that too. I said that Kenny Pickett to George Pickens connection is serious.
I really think they're gonna go off this year.
I like it a lot.
I say Michael Thomas is
the thing is
41 and George Pickens is 32.
Yeah, no, I think what's happening right now is
29.
Pickett is dealing with one of the best defenses in the league. He practices against the best defense in the league. Pickens is his receiver. Pickett to Pickens is going to probably be called out so many freaking times, and I think it's going to be amazing. Me and Mark don't even like, I can say this for Mark, we don't even like drafting Steelers players. Like, there's just something about him we just kind of stay away from, and I could say that, like, because I know Mark that well. But for some reason, I would be okay with Pickens. Like,
I think he's very talented. Mm-hmm. He's so talented that the double teams are going to go his way, and Deontay might have a decent year for finally.
But is he more talented than Justin Jefferson?
No.
Hey,
that's what they even saying. Yeah,
I was like, all right, Ryan Clark. Yeah,
Ryan Clark.
According to Ryan Clark, Ryan Clark said that George Pickens was more talented than Justin Jefferson.
No, because he could jump real high.
Is that what?
No, because he says he's more athletically talented. He's more athletic than Justin Jefferson is.
That don't mean he's smarter than him.
I was like, dude, Randy Moss didn't have the highest vertical, but he was the best jump ball guy. Like some people just have that skill.
Yeah.
So no, you did not take the L, JK.
I think you took the W.
For sure, yeah, you definitely took the W. All right, and now we got another draft question. So Isaac says back to 14-man, first pick, 1 QB, 1 running back, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end. So you all rather, let's say, JJ, ETN, Metcalf rather than CMC, Metcalf, Olave, or CMC, Metcalf, Devontae Smith?
Oh, damn. Well, Metcalf is a must, I see.
Yeah, he was a 2. He was a 2.
This man is not leaving his draft without DK Metcalf.
Yeah, he's either going receiver, running back, receiver, or running back, receiver, receiver.
I really like JJ, ETN, Metcalf.
If you get JJ, Etienne, and Metcalf,
I also realized that Metcalf was in every single one, so he's the best.
That's what I'm saying. He's not leaving his draft without Metcalf. That's what I'm saying.
Because I like Olave too. So, but
yeah, I don't know that
JJ and Metcalf alone can outbeat the other 3 options.
Yeah,
I agree. I need to throw Etienne in there.
Look, let's take out Metcalf on all of them, right? You got JJ and Etienne, CMC Olave. CMC Devontae Smith, right?
JJ is probably so much better than any other receiver you have. It's crazy.
Wasn't in where's your comment?
And your question was CMC.
It's half PPR too.
It's half point PPR.
Half
so
PPR,
ETN's gonna get the ball enough, and CMC you still always are worried about
and it's half PPR,
that risk.
And it's half PPR,
yeah. You're worried about that risk of injury too. Man, I'm going JJ ETN.
And then he says, if others reach to get their QBs early, there's a good chance wide receivers will fall back to enter in. Absolutely. Always is.
Oh, yeah.
Always
get your QB in the 4th, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
The earliest. But I would say get your QB in the 5th. Me, I'll get QB in the 5th. If it's 1-2, if it's 1-1-2, establish.
No, you go 5th because if he has the first pick,
5th.
1, then 2, 3. Then 4, 5. So you go to 5.
You at least have the top receivers and the top running backs, and then you just grab whatever best QB is there, and then on your 6th pick, you finish it off with your tight end.
Yep.
And then the rest of the draft is best available for your backups.
Because you won.
Yeah.
Because you
if you get that, that's it. Yeah, you're winning the season, man.
Yeah, man. Like JJ and Metcalf, bro.
All right. Says, appreciate it, guys. Also, should I be worried about drafting Judy 7th round in 12-man PPR? Last Friday, this man can't catch a break off injury, so I gambled on the upside.
Seventh round.
Because he's probably your real wide receiver 3 at that point, right?
At that point, you're looking at your wide receiver 3 or 4.
I think he's okay as a wide receiver.
Isaac, make sure you come back. We like to keep up, and we want to know what happened. Stuff like that. So hopefully you come back next week.
Oh my God! You know what? I got the Build the Blocks League.
Yes.
Oh, we didn't put that up,
guys. Look, I put in the description before I jumped into the show, guys. There's a Build the Blocks League. They've been kind of talking about it, but look, my weird mind came up with this idea is where I'm doing. You draft once a week, okay, but you only get one player a week, and it's reverse waiver order, so it's going to be a lot of manual stuff on my part, but that's okay. Basically, you get your first player your first week. It don't matter what you have. You can go QB, you can go running back, you can receiver. It don't matter. Second week in, whoever had the most points is going to go last in the draft the following week, but you only get one player. It is the easiest league you'll ever join, but it is also the hardest decision you'll ever make between Tuesday and Wednesday, because some of us take a whole day.
Some of us, specifically Tank.
Man, I had a newborn.
No, it's a Tank rule. No, I don't care.
I had a new. You don't care. You're talking about you could barely live on 2 hours. Imagine that and a crying baby.
I'll still look, if I gotta go take a dump at least once a day, right? That is my time, and I'll probably look at my phone like
sleeping on the toilet.
I gotta make one pick. I gotta make one pick, right?
In the shower.
I'll take my phone to the toilet and make my draft pick.
To be fair, when I had my kids, that's the one year I only had 2 leagues to do. That's the 1 year.
Exactly.
Also, I'm in a big league where it's like I think it's like an $8,000 pot or some shit. So I'm definitely focusing in this year.
So Isaac said for sure. Isaac said for sure, fellas. Draft is 9-3. Says I'll reach back out, let you know how it turns out. I'll still be here watching right now. Oh, nice.
Appreciate it.
But guys, join the Build the Blocks League. I put the description and everything right here in the comments. So all you do is click on the link right there in the comments, and we'll go and jump in. And yeah, it's great.
I got enough to start it. Like we have 6 already, so I can start.
Okay.
There's only 6. I thought after all of us talking about this much, it would have been more.
How many? What's your max? Like you don't want to go over to 12, or would you?
12. That's ridiculous.
No, okay.
By the time we hit week 10, it's going to be like
that's true.
Scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah. Exactly.
By the time you hit playoffs, everybody should have a full roster. So,
yeah.
And here's the thing: like you can strategize behind it. Like there is a strategy behind it. Last year, we tested it out. A lot of these guys went QB first because they wanted to win right away. I'm like, okay, that's fine. But every week I had the first draft pick every week because my running back didn't get that many points. So I went with running backs first. By the time week 4 or 5 started happening around, I was on a winning streak like no one else. And then I eventually caught up.
Yeah, I think I won that one. I still went running back first.
I think you did. It was between you and Adam, right?
Yep, I think I won the last one. I went running back first because exactly because it came back around and made sense for me to.
Who did you join? Brian just joined?
Yeah, I just joined.
Yeah, these guys aren't even in it.
I just realized that I've been saying promoted
it
every week and haven't entered it. And I was like, let me
Mark's not even in it.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure I'm not in it either.
He's not in. There'll be 8.
My party, but I won't be there.
There's only 4 teams left, so
I'll have cake, beer, and pizza for you, but I won't be at my own birthday party. I'm sorry, but it'll be there for you.
Yeah, that's it is pretty fun. It is because like you're playing the long game too. You know what I mean? Like, do you win early and take QB, or do you do something like what Martin you said? And just kind of like
the thing that's going
sacrifice
to hurt
first
people
weeks.
is that injuries.
You pretend.
Yeah.
You get the
You're telling
best
me
player.
about it.
Yeah.
Tell me about
But none of us
get the
drafted
first-
Russell Wilson number 2 overall, bro.
It's Russell Wilson. No one knew he was gonna have the season he had like last year.
That was a horrible pick.
That was so bad.
Oh, who,
was like
who else did I pick? Did I pick up JT?
Yeah,
I don't know. You
had week 3 had nobody play.
They were all
I got
injured.
my Justin Herbert 5th round as the 7th overall pick after I established my first 4 picks. Hey, look, that's fine. T, there you go.
Yep.
Justin Herbert's a great one.
He's
a QB7. You got him
like
in the 7th
at
round.
5th pick, like that is amazing. Like I said, that is perfect, dude.
I mean, I said QB7 right there in the 7th round.
Yeah.
Okay. The dude who throws for 5,000 yards every year. Okay, that works
Your
out.
team is way more established because how many quarterbacks already went before you? Like what? Like 4 or 5? Hold on, 3 maybe.
No.
That's Mahomes.
6 had to
That's
go.
Mahomes, Allen, Hurts, Jackson, and Burrow. That's 5.
Burrow.
Yeah, that's 5. Maybe Fields. Maybe
Fields. Maybe Lawrence.
yeah, that's 5. 5 QBs already went before you, and you got Herbert. That's fine.
Yeah, that's why by the 7th, you kind of already won. You pick up whatever the best tight end is out there, and then fill in spots. At that point, just best available. Yeah, if that's the way your draft goes, man, then give you whoever needs
It's
to give you the
taking
trophy.
forever because, like, I don't think we've only been promoting it during the shows.
Yeah.
Even though right now, Anthony, like, I can start the league right now with the numbers we have now. Like, we ran it with 6 people last year.
Yeah.
So I've been watching it, and once it fills, I'll probably I'm leaving it last up so I can make it even. So if we don't get it anybody by the first kickoff, I will either jump in or not. Where are we at right now?
8.
Because I don't want to we're at 8 now.
4 spots left. Yep. 4 spots left.
Oh wait, I am in a spot. Never mind, I lied. I will jump out if somebody wants to get in. Like I can start the league with 8. We got Monique, Anthony.
We have 8 in there now, don't we?
Yeah. We got some people up in there already.
I just got it, man.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Literally, we've been saying it every week. Like, hey guys, join. I was like, man,
so he also has. So he not only has Herbert, but he got King Henry and Ramondre Stevenson and James Conner as his running backs. He wants to know if he's overreacting for being worried of Zeke and looking to move Stevenson.
Is that really overreaction? Because Zeke is going to be a touchdown vulture. And he's going to get a lot of passes.
Yards, man.
Oh, he gets passes per se.
That's what they're saying. They're passing him the ball like crazy.
Zeke's shoulder might go out a few games or two. Like it's just
Zeke, if he only touches the ball 10 times, that
Zeke
might be
gets injured. I'm not worried. I'm not worried about Stevenson. Stevenson is too good, and if anything, look at Pollard, man. He outdid Zeke last year. You don't think Stevenson's gonna outdo Zeke? Like, come on.
Oh no, I think he will outdo it, but he's not comparing them to Zeke. You're comparing them to other running backs around.
Man.
Does it that lower Stevenson, who you would probably think he is what?
The question
7?
is he overreacting? Yes. Don't worry about Stevenson.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't worry about Stevenson.
I mean,
Stevenson
who would
be just fine?
Who would you move? You would move Stevenson for who? What can you get for him? That'd be
man,
Dameon Pierce, maybe. Is he looking for Dameon Pierce?
Why would you move Stevenson? He's one of the
That's
top.
what he's saying. No, I'm not saying don't. Yeah, because that's why. So he's good. Why would you get rid of somebody good? Because you're afraid of Zeke, who might play.
He's afraid that he's not going to get the points. The points where he's not being in the position that he would be. You understand that he knows he's a running back 2 or 3, but is he not going to get the 12, 13 points every week because he loses a touchdown?
Also, you also got to think about what Zeke are we getting this year? You know what I mean? Like, are we getting one who just is over it, or are we getting one who's trying again? Like every year, it's a different Zeke.
But I don't think that matters either, because I think what you're going to get is Zeke taking touchdowns away, not getting anything between the 20s. I don't think Zeke goes in. We're not seeing two series one for Zeke. Zeke is only going in at the goal line, and that's the problem. So that he takes those touchdowns. So Ramondre should be a top 5, top 6 running back, and he ends up being top 10. He's still top 10, so you're not trying to get rid of him. But I understand that you went, if you go from 6 to 10, that's a little like a pain in the ass, a little bit. Like, that's why am I, being dropped because of Zeke? But you still got top 10 running back.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So just to clarify, he said Mahomes, Hurts, Allen, and Fields, and Lamar all with
Yeah.
Burrow.
I don't see Burrow.
Yeah, let's see Burrow.
Burrow's
So
been
between
actually
Burrow
going,
and Hurts.
yeah, he's been dropping, which is crazy.
Well,
Because
it's because
he's
of
out
injury.
1 week. Yeah, because
of his injury.
he might be there week 1.
It could be.
Oh, and also Anthony, if we wanted to get it filled, we could just make one call to one person and it would be filled.
It'll be
We know
filled.
that.
But
We're trying
by
to
the way,
get-
Pick up the phone.
So we're trying to get some of you guys in there before
Yeah,
we just
trust me.
fill it all.
We
yeah,
he's probably watching right now.
Right?
And I tell you, if I shoot him one text, hey man,
Right?
fill it up.
Right?
we're at 9.
It'll
We're at
fill
9,
up
guys.
in 2 seconds, I guarantee.
Yeah, like
Because that's all they do.
We're at 9, guys. So it's only
Shout out
3
to
spots
Isaac.
left. 3
Well, we're
spots
already
left.
at 9, so
Shout out to Rasta and the freaking Get Right.
Get
crew,
Right.
man. They-
right.
Good, you know, I'm proud of them, man. I remember when I was their 82nd follower, man. And I remember how small they were and how like they've been pushing the league and they've been growing. They got actual dudes on there, like beat writers and shit on their freaking, channel. So good for them, man. But that's if you want to ever check them out, it's the Get Right Fantasy Crew. Their description somewhere in our channel for sure. Good friends of ours. I don't think I'll ever.
They're good people.
Rasta was
It's
in
always
here.
fun hanging out with you.
No, yeah, he's in here, but he's so busy. Like sometimes he'll hang out, say what's up, dip. He might come back.
Driving.
Because and usually he'll text me or something like he comes to me, guys. Okay. And I've known his fantasy roster. We've developed this beast of a team for him. So
See, I forgot Burrow. Burrow went fourth round.
Okay.
So
okay, that's okay. Alex, that makes me feel so much better.
And then he said it was between Herb and T-Law for his 5th round QB.
Yeah, you couldn't go wrong with it.
you go either
Yeah,
way.
either way, you're
Same
it's
guy.
Good.
Oh,
It's good.
that made me feel so much better about you, Alex. Because I'm like, damn, this guy really chose between Burrow and Herbert. I'm like, well, maybe he likes Herbert. Maybe he's a Chargers fan.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, Herbert has unbelievable numbers. He really does have unbelievable numbers, and he has 3 really good receivers. He might have 2 1As and 1 B.
Burrow
They
can
got-
chuck it up in the air, and that is going to get caught.
Yeah.
by somebody.
You're 100% right because I think T.
Yeah.
Higgins is one of the top 5 receivers in the NFL.
But Herbert's going to do good this year too. He's got 4 really good weapons.
Yeah.
5. What? Jesus. 5 really good weapons.
1,
as
2,
much
3,
as
4,
good as
5. Yeah.
Cincinnati. So you be all right.
Yep. All right. Let's go.
Well,
to
see, that does
Thursday.
make sense. He's a Chargers fan.
Yeah, see.
There you
I kind of guessed it because the way he worded it, he says, "I got my Justin Herbert."
Did he say that? I missed that.
Yeah. When he first said, he said, "I got my Justin Herbert," so it makes sense now. What was this one? Consists of Herbert, CD, Amari Cooper, Derrick Henry, Ramondre Stevenson, Connor, Pickens, Judy. Since we have 2 flexes, my defense is the Patriots.
Okay.
I'm okay with that. And you can always
That's
stream your
solid.
defense as it go.
Yeah.
No, I think no, you're fine. I like it, man.
That's good.
So that was between Pickens and Judy. Yeah. Yeah, no, you'd be all right. I honestly I'd like Pickens though.
Me too.
Let's see what Judy does first, man.
Yeah.
I just don't see them getting the passes that I think Pickens is going to get. Pickens is going to be a target for Pickett, a huge target for him. So,
And the answer is yes, Isaac.
Yeah, I joined the fantasy league. Are we going to draft? It'll just be one, but it'll be each week though, because
Yeah. So
the team.
we will. Gotta probably fill it up soon here before kickoff. When's kickoff? Thursday.
yeah, next Thursday.
If,
A week
if
from
it doesn't
Thursday.
fill by Tuesday,
They'll fill up. There's 3 spots left now. Like,
Just 3
yeah.
spots. Yeah.
what we'll
Well,
do
it's
is, and here's
It's
the
a
thing:
week from this upcoming Thursday.
Yeah, a week from Thursday.
I will random it, and then you your very first draft, all right, and people are like, oh man, we got to start this draft in the middle of time. Look, I will do a slow draft, okay? And if you're not familiar with that, it is a freaking 12-hour thing, man. Like, you have time. Like, you got work to do, go ahead, do work. But we got to get it done by Thursday. So I'll probably actually wait till Monday. But
yeah,
you only get one player the first week. Like, literally, you only have
every week
one guy. No, because you'll have another guy the next. Well, drafting wise, yeah.
Draft one.
So week 1, say you pick, I don't know, freaking who'd you mention earlier? Let's talk. If you had your, what did you talk about? Team? I don't know. Give me.
Say you went CMC. Say you went Jabbar Chase.
If you went CMC round 1, right? CMC is your guy for week 1. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
If CMC does pretty good that week and he ends up somewhere around 20 to 30 points, that's actually really good points. Never mind. If he ends up with like 15 points, right? You'll probably be somewhere in the middle of the pack because the QB is probably going to get 20 points if someone goes QB first round. So you'll probably be draft pick number 6 to 8, week 2. And then reverse draft order, whoever's scored the least points will have first draft pick week 1, and it'll be all free agency. Like they'll just make their pick, but they got to tag the next person to give them the alert. Like, hey, all right, it's your turn to pick. Like continuously, and we'll do that for like Tuesday through Wednesday. Thursday we'll push it because we haven't had that issue yet, but we'll see how it goes. And then
we almost did once because of Tank.
Tank likes to screw it up on purpose.
We actually had to skip him, I think, 1 week.
I was like, I think we went 11 hours, 57 minutes. I was like, what?
It was like most of the league had a draft within an hour because of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were all waiting on him. Yeah. It's not going to be like that this year.
No.
Because I made a rule by Wednesday evening of our show. If you don't make your pick by then,
you get skipped.
You get skipped and you get the last one. And then if you still don't make your pick by Thursday, which more than likely is not going to happen, you get a kicker.
Oh,
wow. Wow.
I don't care.
Man, Tate's gonna have a bunch of kickers.
Ooh. It's funny because Tate's gonna be like, no, man, I'm gonna be ready. And then he's gonna be like on vacation. That first week, totally forget. And then we're gonna be looking like really
no, there'll be some repercussion, man. You'll end up being last pick, and you'll end up being you'll just get best available we'll get best available. But it won't be your choice. But
Fredo will be jealous of your team though.
Who will?
Fredo, if you have all
all the kickers, that's Fredo's dream team.
Don't be the guy who loses to that.
Yeah. I wonder how the backfield of the Jets will work out. I think early on it'll be Cook, and then they'll slowly work Ball, right?
Cook and Carter.
Cook and Carter, and then they'll get Ball in there.
Cook, Hall, and
Why don't I keep saying Ball?
Ball.
I don't know.
I like to make names up. We know this by now. And then they'll work Hall in there, and then eventually, maybe mid to late season, he'll take over.
But that's not a bad run room though, man. Carter as your number 3.
Oh, that's
amazing.
Very good running back. Yeah. All right, there's 2 spots left, guys.
2 spots.
Yeah,
we got time.
Oh.
But anyways,
if you know Marvin's watching.
Yeah, Marvin just joined.
Watching.
Should we do the draft on Wednesday before week 1?
What draft?
Oh no, we can't because we have to have it. I was saying the first draft, but it'd be
too soon.
Yeah,
too close to the game.
Maybe next Wednesday.
What's talking about?
The
build the blocks.
Oh no, we're gonna start Monday.
Oh, okay.
It's 12 hours. Like we'll make it.
That's what I said. I said like before the first game, but I realized that's not enough time. Well,
no.
Sometimes it goes fast, and then sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes, but we don't know if people are working or not.
Exactly.
Like I don't know these people's lives. Like I know they come in, they give us some love, like coming in here and ask us questions, which I duly appreciate, right? But the problem is I don't know their schedule, and I can't just force everybody to in the middle of the week on a Wednesday night. Yeah. Which East Coast is probably
you got 30 seconds.
Yeah, no, and it's only
a minute ago.
Yeah, it's only one round.
One guy. So, yeah,
it is like 2 minutes. No, I get it. Yeah, that's what I said.
So we'll start it Monday at a 12-hour pick, and at that point, the following week it'll be all manual from here on out, and me, Brian, and Mark will manage it as we go, just in case something happens. I don't know.
We'll
One
be
of us
fine.
can at least manage it.
Yeah.
So, and then at the end of the year, we'll give out a number 5 jersey of our show.
Hey, yeah, former Bengals wide receiver Chad Ochocinco saved 83% of his NFL salary by sleeping at the stadium and buying fake jewelry. So the girl I was dating when I was in college met up with Chad Ochocinco after right before a Bengals game because he like took all these people. She was in she was in media, whatever. He was taking all these people to lunch or to breakfast, whatever. And they met it was like 80 people, and he brought breakfast for everybody. And then he got in the taxi cab and left. And they were like, well, "You don't have your own car?" He said, "I don't have a car. I have a apartment just to put some of my stuff, but it's a small 1-bedroom like studio." He saved every dime. He said, I grew up so poor that I never wanted to be without it. I wanted to save all my money because I see all these people going broke. So the dude is amazing. He's so cool. And the reason he did that is because he couldn't write off on his taxes. So, he's awesome.
I mean, especially the fake jewelry. Like, yeah, you know, I'm cool with that. Yeah.
Nobody gonna know.
Ain't no one gonna know. Exactly.
Exactly.
Like eventually, I'm gonna change my background. I'm gonna be something more like Brian. And I've been buying a bunch of statuettes, these little statues of anime and different stuff like that. Those things go for like $50, $100, $200, $300. I'm buying them off of fucking Temu. And from far away, they look great. Up close, you're like, oh shit, they look good. But from far away, they look amazing. And I'm like, hey, you know what? I'll take that $3 one instead of $300 one. So I'm right there with you, man. Like, it looks good from back there. Just don't come close.
Yeah.
With fake jewelry. Don't look
like
at it.
Naruru. Like what's Naruru? It's the T.
Thanks. Like no close-ups on me. No close-ups.
No close. my sister was here and she goes, "Oh, those are cool." I'm like, "Yeah, look closer." She goes, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Yeah, Temu."
It said once piece. Like,
yeah.
What?
That's horrible.
That's funny. Yeah,
that's good.
Save where you can, man.
I got nothing else.
Yeah, I got nothing else. It's noon.
About that time.
I think we're good. Yeah.
We have to get in condition to get off at this time because
I know, right? I was thinking that.
Now's the time.
Now's the time. Yeah. So I don't know. You want to take it out, Brian? You brought it in.
No, I do too much taking it out on other shows.
All right. Unless Mark, you want to do it?
Yeah, he's been running it.
I'm terrible at outros.
All right, I'll do it. I'm gonna say Martin's voice.
We'll be here for another hour if I do it.
This is how Dynasty Pipeline goes in the end. I'm like, all right, Mark, let's go. All right, let's go. Okay.
All right. I'm trying to save Martin's voice, so I won't let him do it. All right. But we're out of here. We appreciate everyone. Check out the Build the Blocks League. We got 2 spots left. Link is in the comments. We'll probably put it a few other spots. Make sure you follow Dynasty Pylon on Twitter, Nerd Huddle on Twitter. We're gonna be reposting stuff there. You can ask us questions there as well. But check us out here. You can always leave a comment. We appreciate everyone coming and hanging out with us. We're gonna be live every Sunday before kickoff, answering your questions, helping you build your roster, and making you a champion in your league. So make sure you come and check us out. We appreciate everyone coming in, hanging out with us. We are out for this week. We will see you next week. One more Sunday. Oh my God, but all right. Later, everyone.
Can't wait to open up my presents.
Later.